Hello everybody and good morning. It is a beautiful morning here on Kerbin, and welcome back to another episode of You Play KSP Reboot. And we've been launching a lot of rockets lately, and we just unlocked the specialty electronics, I believe it is, with some big solar panels, which we're going to utilize on our space station as well as our moon base to get some power to the moon base probably. But before that, I feel like we should do some work in the space hangar. And yes, this is not after recorded, this is going to be real time, and we're actually going to do some building here. So I was trying to decide how I wanted to do this. This is the wide cockpit, and this is more of the narrow cockpit. I think we're going to roll with something like that. Let's see here. So the goal of this one, inner stages. I don't want inner stages. I want structural fuselage. Just to give it a little bit of length. Oh, look at that. It's actually hollow. Can I like stick stuff inside of it? Oh, can I stick like science things inside of it? Does it still work? Can I still? Ooh. I might be able to. Well, we're gonna stick that there just for a little bit of science, just because. Nope. Excuse me, mister. I would like you to connect right there. Perfect. And then we need a fuel tank, but we need, no, I don't want you. I want you. Yeah, so we are gonna put a rocket engine on the end of it. I know you're thinking, what am I thinking? Why would we put a rocket engine on the back of an airplane? Well, very simple. This is not going to be just any airplane. This is going to be a space-capable airplane. Or at least that's the plan. Actually, now that I think about it, you are probably going to come off because I need some RCS fuel. I don't know if we really want the science stuff. But that's going to be too short. Two RCS tanks? No. Let's go by, let's go advanced here. Filter by resource. Here we go. Hey, oh, is it, there we go, monopropellant. I feel like that might be a little bit heavy on the drag there. Does this actually have monopropellant in it? Oh, it does. It's got a little bit. Oh yeah, I like the look of those better. Hey. It still looks a little short. Let's go back to, there we go, regular. Maybe that much? 2000 delta V. I don't need a whole lot, at least not for what I want to do. So let's go to aerodynamics here. We're looking for, yes, some sort of a wing connector like this. I'm going to make it kind of like a delta wing. So we're actually going to end up putting in these winglets in the front, just for some added lift and controls. So this is what I gotta watch. Center of lift, center of mass. Alright, so we need some more fuel tanks. This is gonna be Space Blini. I already don't like how wide that is. No, let's find... That's so short. Oh, that's swept wings. You're really big. I was using A. I guess we're just gonna have to use A. And we're just gonna have to like it. So fuel to the back at the very least. Let's get the big engines on here. I'm gonna use these afterburning. Ooh. Yeah, you're coming off. Now I forget which way it needs to be. I think center of mass needs to be behind the center of lift, right? Otherwise you're not going to go anywhere. What do I want to put in front of it? If I go to aerodynamics, is there some sort... There's the circular intakes. Ooh, those look pretty BA. Ooh, an engine nacelle. What is it? Oh, it's got some fuel in it. And it does some intake air. Oh, this thing looks pretty crazy. Look at that. Now on top of that, I think we're gonna put those guys just for a little more intake air. And then we need some structural wings of some sort. No, I don't want that. No. Yeah, this is what I want. That doesn't look right at all. I don't like that. I don't like it. Air brakes. We are gonna need those. So there's some big air brakes. Okay, let's put a tail fin on there. I have no idea if this is gonna fly whatsoever. How about some landing gear? We do have the much stronger landing gear, and I want them just behind the center of mass so that they can rotate. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pitch them out just a little bit like that, so they're actually going to drop down a little bit lower. So then when you put a single one up in front here, it's actually going to tip back a little bit, which should help with takeoff. Yeah, I have no idea if this is going to work. The plan here is those two engines are going to fire first, and then we're going to go to action groups. We're going to go to custom 1, and we're going to do U, and we're going to do toggle engine, and we're also going to do U2, and we're going to toggle engine. And then 2, I want to do those, and I want to do switch mode because it does have afterburners for more power, but it uses a lot more fuel. So it's basically just sticking custom action groups onto keys 1 and 2, which isn't a big deal. So just for the heck of it, let's just start a simulation and just see if it flies. I don't like how it looks, but I want to see if it functions. I don't quite have the wing items that I would like, and this is carrying a lot of fuel. So I just want to see if just for the heck of it, if this will work. Air brakes work and function. So the idea is we're going to light the first 2 engines, like so. So you can see here, if you look at this, dry mode, wet mode. So that's your difference between afterburner and non-afterburner. So we're going to lock our SAS on. We're going to spool them up. And these are going to sound good. Be nice, be nice. You know what I don't have? I do not have any sort of controls other than a tailplane. I feel like that might have been an explosion. Let's terminate it and revert to here because we have lots and lots of stuff that just keeps exploding. Okay, what I don't like is these guys. Need to go back a little bit further. There we go, I don't want them tipped so far. That way when it rotates, it doesn't take the engines off. Secondly, we have no controls here. So we need to go back to aerodynamics. And we need to put some sort of an elevator of some sort on. Like so. Do you have a smaller one? There we go. So now what we'll do is we'll control. I feel like there's 2 of them there. There is. That also starts messing with physics. Okay, so this guy, we only want him to yaw. That's it. This guy, shoot. Let's see. This one we want to be pitch and roll to allow for both. And this guy we do not want for roll at all. All we want is pitch. So that'll add us, or give us extra pitch. The reason I'm doing that is I don't want the plane to roll really fast. So you keep your roll control surfaces to the center, because you think of it as a lever. The closer you are to the center of gravity and the center of mass, I just want to see how these are. Oh, now that moved. Actually, it might want to be to do this way. Let's just fly it and see what happens. Apparently we have 44,000 meters per second at delta V. But yeah, the closer you are to the center of mass, the less powerful your control surfaces are, and the farther away you are, the bigger the lever, the quicker they'll move. Alright, let's see what happens. Parent Jebediah is at the controls right now. Okay, so we get some speed going here. Let's try to pitch up. It does not want to pitch up. And that's what I figured. Let's terminate it. Let's go back to the space hangar. I feel like we're close. Actually, this isn't going to adjust the center of lift at all. If I move those engines forward, we're getting that closer. Let's just run a fire simulation here. Let's see here. Very not good. So what happens if I do move these a lot further forward and recalculate it? It's getting a little better. So maybe the problem is that the center mass is too far forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring those back. That's going to push that back, and then we're going to grab these winglets. Put those on the front. I'm actually going to pitch down right now. It's still not very stable. So what if I increase this to like 2 and recalculate it? Now it's getting better. So it flies well. Should be negative, and it's not. Run simulation. I don't actually know what that means. We're not going to use that one. Oops. If we resweep it. So it's good. All right, let's just try another simulation. See what happens. And then I may have to do some more tweaking. Off camera and see what we can figure out. Do. Okay. I don't know what that meant. I don't think I adjusted this for like pitch only. Alright, so ready? She does not want to pitch up. Now it did. Oh god, she is very unpredictable. She's gonna crash. Okay. Back to the drawing board. Alright, so after a whole lot of work, and I mean a whole lot of work, let's see, we're gonna need Valentina, and let's get you in there, Valgar Kerman. We have an airplane, a space plane that I would like to launch. As you can see, there's actually 2 spots because, like I said, there is, after a little bit of work, Um, just a little bit, not a lot. Okay, maybe a lot. Okay, maybe it doesn't look anything like it used to. But I really like how this one looks. I've tested it. Landing is a little sketchy, but it can be done. Isn't there a way that you can... maybe not. For some reason I was thinking you could change it so you could see, or is it just here? Oh, that's how you transfer. Okay, we're apparently rolling the other way. So, okay, yeah, you need to go up there. Perfect. Actually, you need to go here. Yeah, right there. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's... So it appears our satellite... Yeah, no, why did this not keep it at all? Like, this was... Oh, jeez. Alright, so, yeah. Well, this is technically a failed mission. But just for the heck of it... Let's fire up them engines and turn on the afterburners and get some speed going down the runway. Okay, so the whole goal was to see if I could get it up into space enough that we could launch a satellite from it. Kind of make use of this guy. But you see how well that worked. And this thing doesn't appear to be getting anywhere near the acceleration it should be getting. Is it because of what's in the what's in there? Well, can we take off? Brakes, 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 brakes. Don't tip over. I have a feeling this was our issue. It was throwing us off the entire time. Should we fire the other ones? Oh yeah, that's right. They're making horrible thrust because we are at sea level. You know, this thing worked really well when it was an actual airplane and it didn't have this satellite issue. So I didn't test it with the satellite in it. Darn it, I thought I had everything set up the way I wanted it to be. Well, look at, we're totally an airplane. Let's just... Oh god. Okay, yeah, let's just cut throttle. Yeah, we're just gonna set the parking brakes, and we're gonna say to heck with you because I don't like you anyways. And oh, now you just run out of fuel. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have waited until you ran out of fuel. Let's just recover it. Totally a failed mission. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we gathered no science. We got no XP. And it was totally a bogus issue. Let's recover this guy too. Yep, you didn't get anything either. In that case, Let's go back to the space plane hangar. Not only take 19 days to build it. Except, the problem is, you are not anywhere where she should be. So this should be here. Should be there, and should be there, right? So we got that one, we've got those engines, we got the yep. Build time of 3 days. Oh, because it's using parts that we just recovered. Oh, I thought it was going to ask me to save. I love the music in this. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, let's bring you back. Let's warp this to completion. Of course, it's going to be nighttime. On the plus side, we're getting further along in our little set here of things that need to be done. It's less than a year to Duna. To our Duna transit. Although our Duna Explorer is going to have a maneuver node here. We got a Kerbin to Moho thing that I don't know if we're going to do. Let's launch this again. Let's remove you. Let's put in Valentina and Vulgar again. Let's launch it. And let's try this again. Luckily what they could do is they put a new satellite into it and they just, refueled everything because nothing really broke other than the one engine, but we just, put a new engine in and we were good to go. All right. Yeah, let's put that afterburner on. It does accelerate much quicker with that on. Let's see, it should get up over upwards of 90 to 100 meters per second. It should lift off pretty well. Oh yeah, look at it accelerate now. So the satellite was definitely messing with it. There we go, a nice lift off. Let's put the gear up. We have a nice flying airplane. I'm actually going to switch the afterburner off because this thing cruises on its own really well. And what we want to do now is we want to get some speed or some altitude. So we're just going to start a nice climb. This is the ideal way to fly a space plane, is to get altitude and get height. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Get altitude and get speed. So for now we're just going to try to push it upwards. This does have a little bit of an issue with a roll. It doesn't turn the greatest. It is made for high-speed flight. And what we're going to have to watch... I don't actually need the alarm clock up right now. I will actually bring up FAR. Just so we have some data running here. See, the atmospheric density is dropping and our Mach speed is climbing because we are accelerating. So what we're going to be looking for here is our where is it? Oh, we don't have intake air up here, do we? Propellant requirements met. So fuel flow is dropping. We're going to have to see how well it does here. So flow is dropping as well. Like I said, I don't know how well the engine works. Oh, we're getting above the clouds now. Look at that. It does have RCS on it, in case we need to. Our horizontal speed is dropping as well. Maybe this isn't capable of high altitude flight as much as I was hoping. Okay, now we're getting some horizontal speed again. So it's not a true high speed or high altitude space plane, possibly. We might need a bigger engine on the back, or a better engine, and some better intakes, because we don't have the high altitude stuff yet. But we do have a beautiful view of the clouds. Vertical speed is climbing again. I don't know, we've probably got enough fuel. I wonder if it would work out to light the afterburner and try to get some speed out of this. Still showing that we're meeting our propellant requirements completely. But we are going to burn through fuel very quickly if we do that. Oh, we're starting to get atmospheric effects, which we don't really want. I wonder how high we can actually get. Aim for the stars. Light the afterburner. Tip our nose way up. And just see. We might start seeing the requirements dropping here if we start running out of intake air. I do like that afterburner engine though. Get that out of the way so you can actually see what's going on. Looks like airflow is still dropping. Effective airspeed. Because if we go orbital here, you can see we don't have anywhere near what we need to get out of the atmosphere. And I don't know what this engine can handle. Our thrust is starting to drop. Fuel flow is starting to drop. I don't know, because if we could get our surface speed up to like 12 to 13,000 or 1,300 is usually what we used to do, or what I used to do for space planes. We are climbing pretty well. Looks like vertical speed's going to start dropping, or at least how much we're accelerating. Oh, we're starting to get unstable here. Oh, because we're coming down. No, we need to be going up. It's just trying to roll on me. Trying to roll hard on me here. I'm not so sure about this flight, guys. I mean, we are getting up there. But I have the feeling we're not going to get where we want to go. We're going to start falling again, which I don't want. Let's see, is it? Oh. Oh, there's a cockpit view. Can't really see much. Our speed still is increasing, which is good, and we're still climbing. I don't know, maybe this is gonna work. But unfortunately, like I said, space planes are very long and tedious flight. If you've got the bigger engines, you can do it quicker. Like you can get up to the altitude you want quicker, and then just let it cruise like this. I've never actually used the afterburner engine, so we'll see. Vertical speed is still picking up. Our orbital is not where we want it to be because our apoapsis is just 4 seconds away. Does it show? No, it's not going to show specific impulse yet. So I think we're good until we start running out of steam here. We'll see. Horizontal speed is slowly coming to a halt. We're starting to lose horizontal speed, so I think we got to tip her down a little bit. See if we can pick up a little more speed here. I don't want to be dropping though. Okay, that view, whatever it is making me sick. I can't pull up anymore. Alright, I think what we're gonna have to do here, see, we're getting this roll started into here, and we're gonna get out of control if we're not careful. I'm not rotating. So what I'm going to do now is, since we're starting to fall, is I think we are going to try to make the kick. So we kick the rocket engines in. Still got this roll here. Oh god. So this guy was supposed to shut down. Okay, we are in a steep dive. Isn't this guy shut down? Yeah, we're in a steep dive and we are not pulling out very well. And I need to see where we are here. There's some land over here we could possibly get to. Okay. Why does it show these are... Oh, it's just showing that. So if we kick over... So this guy should have lit back up. And these guys should be shut down, right? Okay, good. So what we're gonna have to do here is try to get heading north a little bit and see if I can bring her in for a landing. This plane needs more horsepower if it's gonna be a space plane. I think the engines that are on it, rocket-wise, are good enough for a kick if we had what we needed to get to that point. She also seems to get a little unstable, getting up around 1.7, 1.8 Mach numbers. She gets a little unstable. Let's fire this engine up. We'll see here. Yeah, we're headed in that direction. Alright, I see some land. I think we're going to want to try to come through here. I feel like that would be a good plan of attack. Probably not the greatest of places to land. But you know what? We're going to try it. And since we are having issues with the yaw, I have Flight Assistant on for the yaw. Or is it the roll? No, we're getting issues with roll. That's what we need. I feel like I want to put the air brake on a bit here. Suppose we should put the gear down. Okay, we've got a lot of speed coming in here. No, they're kind of worried. I'm a bit too. Because those look like mountains ahead of us. Those are mountains ahead of us. That would not be a good place to land. About just over the edge of this mountain right here. Yeah, right here. Okay, we gotta slow down because we are booking. Try to slow our vertical speed a bit here. Okay, I'd say we are on final approach. We are 150 meters up. We are falling way too fast. We're coming up on a mountain again, aren't we? Okay, we probably shouldn't be trying to turn so close to the surface. Ooh, that roll assist is really nice. Because this is how the plane should fly. I mean, you should be able to control the roll like this and just pull her right around. So we're basically doing like fly-by-wire right now. I was just wondering if we could come back around like this and try to land over here. None of this area looks very nice for landing, does it? Liquid fuel. Okay, watch what I'm doing here. I want to transfer out. Oh yeah, she's a little more responsive now. So we don't break up from G-forces now. Okay, I want to make a pass. What I did there is I pumped some fuel from this forward tank to the back tank to move the center of mass backwards a little bit to hopefully allow it to pull up a little better. Basically, it was designed that we were supposed to have a lot less fuel than what we have. Alright, air brake it, let's just go. Slow our descent rate. Oh boy, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh no. Alright. Not a very successful mission. Apparently we have some debris floating around here. We have, oh look at that. That survived, a wheel survived. That's it. We got 2 pieces that survived. Well, I guess we lost 2 astronauts. Darn it. Space planes are not my forte, and as you can tell, it was an absolute disaster of an episode. I think I need some more parts and a little more testing and stuff. Darn it. Kind of makes me frustrated because I've spent a lot of time on building those airplanes, and I can't get it to work out well. I did land that plane before here when I had a nice flat area to land on, and I could start way over here. But yeah. So we now have 3 lost, including Valentina. On the plus side, we still have 2 pilots, and we're going to need another engineer. Who wants to be the next engineer? We've got Dunaroy, and we got Greg Hat. Greg Hat sounds like a great name. Perfect. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to see where we're going to be in the next episode. So thank you guys all for watching, and as always, take it easy.